Okay. Uh, where do you even begin? Well, first, today's my, well, it's harder than I thought. Mm. Today's my grandmother's birthday, and I forgot. I forgot her. I didn't know her. I mean, she passed away 3 years now. I still should have, if I visited her more, it's right there on her headstone. I would have seen it. There's, you don't even know. You, you never know where to begin a story. But begin with that moment, and then you kind of work around it. So, yeah, I feel horrible that it wasn't until the afternoon when I got on Facebook and saw other people who had their act together, who posted about it, and made me realize what today was. And then, that's the thing. When you don't, I don't have a firm foundation of dealing with things. I spent a lot of years, I cut myself off. And dealing with moments, good and bad, but well, even good moments, you can screw it up. But when you're dealing with moments that involve other people, it really is, the more practice you get, the more you learn how much weight to give individual moments. Because that's my other problem, is not only do I not know how to deal with a moment involving another person, or at least part of the problem is I don't know how much weight to give that moment. It's like, was that a big deal? Was that no big deal? A day later, are they still thinking about it? Or are they okay with it and it wasn't a big... I don't know. I, 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 I don't know how big of a deal, for instance, in this moment, I don't know how big of a deal it is that I forgot it was her birthday. I know it makes me feel horrible. um, See, and that's the other thing, is that when you don't have a firm foundation, it's, I remember there's a description about it. You have a bowl full of fish hooks, and you just want to take out one fish hook, and you can't, because they're all connected. It's all knotted up. And that's the other part of my difficulty and not having enough practice, is when an individual moment like this happens, when I do something that I'm supposed to think is, well, not okay, it's not that big of a deal, maybe. But for me, when I try to pull out that single moment, all this other stuff comes with it. All these other times that I I feel like I let her down. And whether or not I actually did let her down, or even now when I'm currently letting people down, whether it's real or not, I don't know. And it's not their job. And it's, I can't have people constantly, daily reminding me. That's not their job, to tell me, hey, today you're good. Yesterday you sucked. um, you know, Yesterday I would have given you a 9. Today you're a 5. I'm not feeling you as much. Um, it's apparently it. I mean, and I know I'm learning to let what other people do, I let it go. And I know that's what you do. So why I can't have that same faith that other people are like, oh, Ryan did this, but I'm going on with my life. Um, I don't know, but I'll tell you today. And the other thing I have going against me, and it, well, yeah, I'll put it that way, is I definitely have a form of depression, I guess you can call it, where I get these random. I absolutely. So not only do I not know how to measure the weight of an individual moment, my brain will it's like junk mail. It will feed me moments that I wasn't even thinking about. And so just to even ignore, I mean, as someone in this state of mind, I had a thought today that if I died tomorrow, there'd be like 4 people that would cry a lot, and maybe 9 people that would even notice. And that's on me. That to me is a measure of the lack of impact I've had on other people. That's how I feel. Well, that's how I felt in that moment. Um, that's the kind of bad thought that just comes to my mind as part of like that when that one moment when that one fish hook is pulled on. The rest of this comes with it, and it's rarely positive. And I believe in God. I believe He sent His Son. There's too much that's happened in my life that I don't deserve, that lined up. I definitely have a God watching over me, and I've told people like I've had thoughts that aren't mine. And like I said, I mean, I have that depression, that negative aspect that'll come out like junk mail, and I'm learning to identify that. And when it happens, be like, oh, okay, that's crap. Delete it, move on. I've had since my grandmother passed. There's sometimes that I just kind of feel her presence, and it's through my heart. I'll get thoughts. It'll be words like a cloud, like a breeze, but she comes in through my heart. And then there are these thoughts that feel external, that come through my brain. And I think because God knows I'm being a pessimist and maybe not, and definitely not having 100% faith, He knows He has to hit me through the intellect. And today, when I had that thought that if I died tomorrow, you know, only 4 people would cry and only 9 people would notice. And then I thought to myself, like, the truth is, I don't like myself very much. And that was when God came in and He said, well, I like you. And I guess because of that moment, on this day when I really needed Him, so maybe I was listening more, I feel like I have to honor that. Because I was not thinking that. There was no part of me that would say, well, I like you. That's not how I talk. But He did. And so, happy birthday, Grandma. And thank you, God. And, time goes. I should be doing one of these every day, good or bad, to at least honor the day that I've been given. Now I got to get to work. But thanks for listening.